Is what they're going to reach if they go at 5 and over. At the current rate, only 161.
Von ihrer Glitzerflitzer zu ihrer Sammeln-bis-Gleich-Phase. Mit den neuen Kategorien von Vinted kannst du jetzt noch mehr Secondhand verkaufen. Du brauchst es nicht, verkauf's einfach.
Going up, and that's a good ploy. Good change effected next over, possibly.
Yeah, Jeremy Seals was excellent in his first bill. As I understand, he's gone more than 6 runs per over. On a surface like this, he bent his back, picked up a wicket. Leading fast bowler in the side since Zalzari Joseph is not in the side, he's nursing an injury. Shamal Joseph not in the playing level. And Jeremy Seals for a young man. Certainly have come leaps and bounds.
The crowd getting a little restive with the manner in which Bangladesh are making their way through this phase of play. You can see the shake of the head, not happy. Seeing the boys getting bogged down, they want a little more activity, just like that. Lovely little sweep. It's going to be some work to be done, but a couple of comfortable runs.
Playing against the turn, Mindul, but well in control. Roll the wrist. Beautiful to keep the ball along the ground for a couple of runs. Nowhere near the middle of the bat. Probably will put enough doubt on Moti's mind that Ankon can sweep and his line's got to be quite accurate.
Moved again and he's forced through a quicker delivery through the air to be pinned down. He's not been given the opportunity to free his arms or take his body away from the line. 86 clicks the last ball. And then a shorter pitch delivery allows him to split wide of the cover field and amble a single.
Parishaw, 11 of 35. And on debut, 25 deliveries for 7 runs. Ridoy, 39 in 67 deliveries. Yes, it's that sort of a surface. You've got to grind for your runs. You've got to work hard for your runs and make sure you bat out the 50 overs so that the bowlers will have something to bowl at later on in the evening. 28 overs done, 91 for 3.
$91 for 3. Bangladesh will still be looking for another partnership or two here. Thankfully, they have someone like Ridoy who's moved on to 40 of 68. There was a bit of a partnership between Shanto and Ridoy. Partnership of 71. We see a bowling change here. Jaden Seals back in the attack. Starts with a short one. Just glides it away to the wicket area. So he'll pick up a single as a welcome. Samuel Badri, welcome back. It's been a while. When was the last time you were here in Bangladesh?
Hello, Atta. Yeah, the last time I was here was 2018 when I played in the BPL. With Rangpur Riders that season, we happened to have won. Prior to that, the 2014 World Cup, I think it was. Yeah, so it's been some time since I've been here. Sometime since we've seen Jaden Seals and any sign of fast bowling from the West Indies as well. So just change. really good, economical 8 overs for just 15 runs and picking up that wicket. I just felt that they didn't attack the stumps as much as I would have liked. Gudakesh Moti has been a little bit errant, both in terms of his line and his length. The chase 2 and 5 over spell for him, wicketless, none for 12. So they've been contributing, but you expect them to be a little bit more penetrative, getting wickets. They haven't really done that.
Yeah, it's been hard scoring runs, but you've got to give it to Bangladesh. Yes, they've lost 3 wickets, but there has been a little bit of resistance, especially in the last partnership between Shanto and Ridoy. The spinners have bowled 20 overs. And you mentioned that you've only picked up a wicket, but they've been very economical. They've gone under 3 runs in an over on the radar. Yeah, we spoke about the surfaces played. Have a look at yourself. Look at the turn and bounce. Modi 4.7 degree average turn. Airy 4.5. Chase 4.1. It's been a difficult pitch to bat on, especially when the spinners are on. But they've not been able to pick up more wickets. That's what Hope would have hoped for.
A little bit of disappointment on that front, but they'll be happy with the overall run rate so far. They'll expect that Bangladesh would look to come at them at some point. Shihope will have in his mind his bowling plans, which bowler he's keeping for that final 10. Does he keep a couple overs of pay for the last 10, who's been the standout spinner so far? He's gone with 8 already.
Yeah, he saw the batter coming down the wicket. So he pitched and shot. Good stuff from Seals to finish the over. Bangladesh 94 for 3.
সাপোর্ট করবেন, সাবস্ক্রাইব করে চ্যানেলটাকে।
The Rumara shuffle was excellent. 5 overs on the trot, 1 for 8. These are touch expensive. Wickets 2 to seamers and 1 to the spinner. You mentioned the economy of spinners in the previous over, with less than 3 runs in an over. The pace have just gone above 3.5, but they've also managed to pick up 2 wickets. Speaking about wickets, first one to go with the right-hander side, Hassan completely missing the line. Soft dismissal, it was there to be hit, but it was aerial and goes straight to chase at Twite. And this one, perhaps the batter thought that might have gone down the left side. Really good review, initially not given. And down goes in favour of the bowler. Chase to continue, right arm off spinner. Has bowled 5, none for 12 so far.
Yes, sir.
He's looked in control now, Ridoy, hasn't he? It was a bit of a struggle initial on, but he's certainly looking better and better. He's done all the hard yards, but still a lot of hard work to be done. That is more important.
Yeah, absolutely. Still 20 overs remaining after this one, so he'll want to get that half century and then want to get a big half century at the very least, if not push for triple figures. Now look at the turn there. So they themselves, Bangladesh, will be looking at this and saying to themselves, get us to a score of maybe 175, 200, something where our spinners can come into play. I mentioned West Indies failing to get to 200.
Oh, yeah.
The last time they were here in 3 attempts. So that's what they should be thinking. But all of these overs get as close as possible to 200.
Yeah, nicely ducked away. They should come back for the second. It's important for the batters to realize the fact that yes, there is turn, there is bounce on this pitch, but there is opportunity to score runs. So you need to play smart cricket. You really don't have to get frustrated if there are a couple of good overs, which will keep the batters quiet. There will be ample opportunities. Great to see young ones in the stadium. We spoke about Bangladesh bowlers, especially the spin department with Madison Miraj, the right arm off spinner. Skipper, Rishad Hussain, the right arm tall leg spinner. And then there's the left arm orthodox. So there is a little bit of a righty, Tanveer Islam. And the scoop comes into play. It's gone fine, so they should come for a very comfortable second.
Yeah, very good point, Arthur. The variety, that's the key. They've got the wrist spinner, something that Darren Sammy has been searching for from a West Indian perspective. Yeah, a bit of innovation there. Looking to go leg side initially, but the line of the delivery, and he had to make an adjustment in the debutant. So they have the off spin, they have the left hand orthodox, they have the leg spin, 100 up for Bangladesh. 100 for 3.
Usually in a one-day international, after the end of the 30th over, you expect the teams to score double in the next 20. So if they can manage to do that, 200 on the cards for sure. But it can go wrong if you lose wickets. That has been an issue for Bangladesh. They've got a lot of collapses in the top order, in the middle order. But somehow with that partnership between Shanto and Rida earlier on, it just settled things. Good work. Good pick up, but a wild throw.
You know, the other end of the equation, sometimes you get into this phase of 20 overs and you get ahead of yourself and you want to go too hard, too early, you lose wickets, and then you find yourself with a lot of overs and very few wickets in hand, and you can't really capitalize. So it's still a long way to go. These two can bat another 10 overs or so, continue to build this partnership and keep those 7 wickets in hand for the last 10, and anything can happen then. You lose a wicket now, a couple wickets now, and then you find yourself having to bat 17, 18 overs in a repair type of job. You don't want that. And they certainly don't want that.
Yeah, cool shades on for the kid. Yeah, you got to understand the situation of the game. We'll pick up a single, maybe come back for the second. Good piece of timing. Is he going to go all the way to boundary? No, just a flick back. Just the 2 runs. I thought they could have gone for the third here.
Ever so often we see a shot like this, a really good bit of timing, and sort of belies all that we've seen so far from the surface. A little bit of a misfield there from Caribbean, but he's done enough to stop it just in front of that boundary cushion. So the 2 left-handers working in tandem. Really good timing. just mentioning, you see a shot like this ever so often, Arthur. Really good timing, and perhaps it signals that the pitch at time the ball comes onto the bat quite nicely. Good work in the end.
Yeah, the Bangladesh dugout will be hoping that Ridoy, the way he has handled himself so far, continues to handle himself in the same fashion. Nicely pulled away as he found the gap, now straight to the fielder. Only be a single. Yeah, this over, particularly this over throughout this innings, it looks the ball is coming onto the bat. The point that you pointed out earlier on is spot on. Full marks to you, Simon Badri.
And we got some support. The West Indians have got some support in the crowd, outnumbered, no doubt. As the cap is painted West Indies on his face. A passionate fan base. Every time we come to Bangladesh, it's something that's noticeable. How much they love their cricket here.
Yeah, they're head over heels for cricket, that's for sure. 103 for 3.
ভালো বল খেলতে হবে, ভালো ব্যাটিং করতে হবে।
Yeah, we were talking about this spin department for Bangladesh, Rishad, Tanvir Islam and Medias and Narayat. But don't forget they have someone like Mustafizur Rahman and Taskin Ahmed. Mustafizur on this track can also be a deadly customer to deal with because of his cutters, because there will be grip. Yes, we'll have to wait and see how many Bangladesh end up with after the end of the 50th over.
Achtung Männer, jetzt gehen wir euch auf die Nüsse. Heute Krebsvorsorge.
Of 175 will be a steep challenge for the West Indies. Not out of their reach, but it will require some expert batsmanship.
ভাই সবাই চ্যানেলটা সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিয়েন ভাই।
The variety you mentioned in the spin department, the couple of seamers that they do have, Fizz on this surface, as you so rightly pointed out, with his slower deliveries. So the West Indies will be hoping that they can restrict Bangladesh to under 150. But they've played it well. Lost a couple wickets early, a good partnership, another decent partnership now. And they'll want to push on. West Indies have only used the 5 bowlers thus far.
Any other option for West Indies, Samuel Badri?
Yeah, they've got Justin Graves, Alec Anthony is a part-time off-spinner. They've got Shilfin Rutherford as well. So they do have a few other options. Don't know if Shehub necessarily would want to utilize any of those outside of the 5 that he used so far. Mario Shepard with 5 overs remaining. And Jaden Seals. So that's 10 overs of pace he has potentially. Does he want to give Alec Anthony's a couple of overs of spin or a couple of the other 2 that I mentioned, slower bowlers on the surface? Justin Graves might just be warming up.
Right hand seaman, Justin Graves. And that has come off because it can go horribly wrong. In the end, he'll pick up a couple of runs. Maidul Islam, the scoop once again. On debut, Maidul Islam is not afraid to take few risks here and there. One keep slow. Bangladesh in search of someone to hold the innings together in the middle overs, and they feel that Mahidul Islam is the one. After 32, won a 6 for 3. West Indies winning the toss and deciding to bowl first. They picked up the openers pretty cheaply and quickly at the same score of 8. And then that was 71 runs partnership settling things together for Bangladesh. And now this pair of Mahidul Islam and Ridoy have batted 27. Ridoy batting along. Right? He's been introduced in the attack, Justin Graves. A couple of overs what he can do with the ball, because they'll be needing to find someone to break this partnership. Starts with almost a wide. No, it's been called a wide.
Yeah, he'll have to be careful. He understands his role here is to get a couple overs in. If he gets a wicket, it's a bonus, but not to give too many away. Maybe bowl a few of the overs from Romario Shepherd or indeed Jaden Seals.
Yeah, there will be opportunities now. Since he's been batting for a while, Ridoy would assess it better than anybody else. He's never faced with that delivery. He's faced now 80 deliveries in the middle. Yes, he's moved on to 48, which is fine. Due to the condition of the surface, they needed to adapt, curtail his natural instinct of playing shots. He's picked up 3 boundaries so far in this innings, Ridoy. Yeah, Mahidul Islam, got 26 years of age, making his debut from Kumilla. He made his test debut in the year 2024, which was against South Africa in Chattogram. Batted at number 9 and number 8. But he's got a decent list A record in domestic competition, more than almost close to 3,500 runs. Highest of 125 and unbeaten 120. He averages just about 44.5. That's it away. 428.50. So he's got an opportunity to showcase his talent. I know it is difficult conditions to bear on, but that's exactly what the selectors and the team management and the players, the skipper, will be hoping, that he can come out with flying colours. Has shown the right kind of temperament, especially on this kind of a surface. After the fall of that Shanto's wicket, this pair have now added 30.
Yeah, 15 of 40 and 49 of 81. At the end of the match, we'll be in a better position to evaluate how good they've batted, if they batted at a good pace, if they were too slow. All depends on the end and the result. But you're absolutely right, on debut in testing conditions, they needed someone to absorb the pressure. He's done that. Can they now translate that and exert pressure back on the West Indies? The new bowler, the least established bowler, Justin Graves in the attack, can they target him for some additional runs? So far, only 4 runs conceded from his first 5. In 66 balls now since the last boundary. And that's the great challenge of batting first, knowing exactly what is a good score. Sometimes you go too hard, you get dismissed. Sometimes you go too slowly and you don't make enough.
Just needed that ball to go a couple of yards to the right or the left. 110 for 3 after 33 and drinks on the field. $110 for 3 after the end of the 33 overs. 17 overs in hand with the 7 wickets. Time for sights and sounds of Bangladesh.
In this largest mangrove, the Sundarbans, life moves in harmony, and the people breathe through the green. A land of legends carried through generations, where stories speak of love, bravery, and the essence of this timeless culture.
And we see the bowling analysis of the bowlers so far used. 6 bowlers so far used. Coming back to Bangladesh after a long time. Opportunity for you to travel and taste the sights and sounds of Bangladesh. Samuel Badri.
Yes, I'll be waiting patiently for you to come and grab me from the hotel and take me around Dhaka and other attractive spots around the country.
It'll be my pleasure, just like what you did when I was in the Caribbean, right?
Yeah, take you all over the place. You've been in my neck of the woods a lot quite recently, haven't you?
Right. Bangladesh fans will be hoping there's a turnaround in terms of the performance in the one-day internationals. They've managed to hang on 33 overs that they have batted, 110 on the board. More importantly, they have 7 wickets in hand and a set. Ridoy inching towards yet another 50 in one-day international, 49 of 81. And he's on strike. And if he can manage to pick up a 50 here, it'll be his first time ever to pick up a 50 against West Indies.
Yeah, both teams just had an opportunity during the drinks break to reassess where they are and plot the remaining portion of this match. Just wonder what the thinking is from both teams. How does Bangladesh approach these remaining overs with the two set batters out in the middle? What is the assessment of that score? Yeah, the think tank no doubt would have had some discussions with the batters out there. Phil Simmons, the head coach, the former head coach of the West Indies team, is that his half century leg by, so you'll have to wait a little bit longer.
Yeah, usually you'll find Madison Miraj, the skipper of Bangladesh team, to come at bat at number 5. He decided not to come up, and he decided that he sent the player on debut, Mahidul Islam, to go at bat at number 5. Not a bad move so far. Straight to the fielder. But all eyes will be on him. Tawheed Ridoy. How he goes from here on. And these are important, crucial overs.
Yeah, the wait continues. I just feel as though he thought that he got some bat or glove on the delivery a couple balls ago. That was signal leg bys. So the nervous wait continues.
He's hit it straight to the fielder and it's called for the run. And he gets it. The 11th one-day international 50 for Tawheed Ridoy. And it's a good one, because Bangladesh have struggled in that series against Afghanistan, twice getting bowled out before the 30th over. But this is an excellent knock. 113 for 3. Now Ridoy with the 50 of 87 deliveries, coming at number 4. With him is Mahidul Islam on debut. They've added now 34 to steady the ship.
Yeah, now that he's gotten that half century, I wonder if there's a little bit more aggression to be expected from him. Yeah, straight to Shilfin Rutherford, but he was desperate for the single. Good response from the non-striker and approbations from his teammates. They know the importance and significance of that knock. Absorbed a lot of pressure.
Yeah, in the year 2025, Ridoy in the ODIs, gotta say, she versus India in the Champions Trophy, as we see what he has done today against spin. Well, that's what you do as a batter when you play it late, letting the ball to come onto the bat so you can work it around. So he's worked it nicely on the offside. 37% runs coming on the offside square of the wicket. They had back-to-back 50s, consecutive 50s versus Sri Lanka in Sri Lanka this year. 15 versus Afghanistan in the first ODI in Abu Dhabi, much recently. And also a 50 versus the same opposition in the first ODI. Which is this one. He's got a fair share of success, but he's not shown the kind of consistency that Bangladesh would have hoped for. Hopefully it's a turnaround, because so many matches to play for Bangladesh.
is an appeal, both from in front and behind the wicket. Shehope and Justin Graves, and eventually he goes for the review. He's that confident. Nothing from the umpire though, so we'll have to find out from the ultra edge.
Check the third umpire. We would play review for risk precision is not out. It's field every skater front when available. Miss ball to St. Daltridge. Please. It's waiting on Daltridge.
Wenn der Strom ausfällt, hält euch ein Kurbelradio.
Okay, we've got Paul on bet with a spike. Ghazi, I'm going to change your decision. You're on screen.
Yeah, what a review. When it is a rocket out, he cannot believe it. It's the well set Rido. We'll have to head back to the pavilion. Well, it was Justin Graves, just in his second over, has given the breakthrough that the West Indies needed at this stage of the game. Gone for 51, Bangladesh, 115 for 4. For the skipper in the middle, Medias and Mirage. It looked a soft dismissal, doesn't it? Because it was a little bit wide.
It's a bonus wicket for the West Indies. That too from Justin Graves. Shehope knew immediately. He heard it, he saw it, and that confirmed it. Just a bottom edge disappointment after having done all of the hard work and an opportunity to have some fun now, but he has to go. All smiles for the West Indians. Disappointment for the fans.
Well, immediately he knew it. I hope. Nicely played in control where there are vacant spaces here. And that'll be the key to ensure that they keep rotating the strike, because after this over, the last 15. So that's where it can make or break the team from both the sides.
Yeah, there has been some concern of late of the strike rate of the Bangladesh captain, Mehdi Hassan Miraz. So he'll have to get going and get going relatively quickly. Still has some time though to get himself set. Favorable opposition as well for him.
A good over. Picked up the well-set Rido in that over. He's given him only 3 runs. Justin Graves. Bangladesh 116 for 4.
We are entering the business end of this Bangladesh innings as they just lost the wicket of Tawfiq Rido after scoring 51 of 90. Skipper Mehdi Hassan Miraj just came in as he joined Mahidul Islam Onkon on 16 of 44. A bit of comeback from West Indies. Udakesh Moti to continue. And I welcome Farviz Maroof. Good afternoon, Farviz bhai.
Hello, Maza. Hello, everyone. Just before Doi tried to accelerate to score some quick runs, done by an underage. Now it's Medias and Miraj. Scored a half century in the series against Afghanistan in the first game, missed out in the next two. A captain's knock is what's needed for Bangladesh at the moment. Ankon has done the hard yards in the first 44 deliveries on debut. Medias and Miraj, for me, got to be brave and responsible both at the same time.
Yeah, the best part is they have kept wickets in hand. Between 15 to 35 overs, Bangladesh going to score 70 runs, losing 2 wickets with a run rate of 3.5. They've still got 6 more wickets left. Someone from these two needs to stay there till the end. Nicely bowled.
Just to give an idea how tough it is in the middle for batting, last bound is in 82 deliveries. So that's shot. And the deep mid-wicket fielder did not pick it up. And after 82 deliveries, Aidul Ankon scores a boundary. A wonderful shot against the turn, but most importantly, all along the ground.
That's Nexus Pay boundary. Came off the bat of Aidul Ankon, and perhaps he heard you, Mawai. And nicely played. Just throwing that counter punch that Bangladesh desperately need at the moment. They need some positiveness in the middle. Playing it late, playing it fine, using the pace of the bowler, and we'll get a couple.
On debut, batting really well, young man, Ankon. Very different technique just before the spinners deliver. He has a bit of a shuffle, not every delivery, just to put the bowler off the mark, but most importantly, keeping everything under control.
Turn again. End of over number 36, Bangladesh 1, 2, 3 for 4. Yeah, we mentioned about the fact that the surface might suit the spinners, but it's the seamers who are doing the trick at the moment for West Indies. Out of those 4 wickets, 3 have been picked by the seamers. And it is on the slower side, but still not easy for the batters to play their shots.
Greaves into his 3rd over. Right-hand batsman, right-arm medium, handy all-rounder. Still early doors in his international career, but lot of promise in the young man. Ambles in, bowls decent pace. Oh, that's beaten genuinely. Maybe hint of reverse swing to the right-hander, but certainly surprised Medias and Miraj with pace and movement.
Certainly a lot to think for the batter. Came in sharply. Hint of reverse.
Certainly, definitely. Massive gap between the man and the pad. Encouragement for Justin Greaves. Beautiful length, fuller at 127.2 and getting some reverse.
Nicely driven. Looks good. Fielder does really well. Nice work from the fielder at mid-off.
When a fast bowler does it, it's extra special as far as I'm concerned. James is a big man. Bowled 5 overs, 1 for 29. Take a look at him going down and saving 3 runs. Excellent commitment shown by the young man.
Justin Graves played for both Barbados and the combined campuses and college in the West Indies domestic circuit. Comes from a cricketing family where his father Anthony Graves happened to be his first coach, who played club cricket in Barbados and England. His brother also played for Yorkshire. Nicely played again, but straight to the fielder. I've seen some reverse happening in the middle, Mahwai.
They're doing the right thing, Graves, fishing it up just to see if there's any reverse. It was. But Varankun is doing well. He's batting deep in his crease, but still having the weight to the front foot and trying hitting straight as possible. He's covering the entire stumps, but you got to be careful not to have the front foot going across and getting grabbed in the front foot. Just like that, just like that. Probably hitting just outside the yaw stump. I hope is he having a thinking to go upstairs? Probably not. 124 for 4.
$151 dots, would you believe it? After 37, 124 for 4. Yeah, it's understandable as well as the surface not easy for the batters in the middle. Rudakesh Moti on to his 9th over.
You spoke about dot deliveries. That's one area even in the series against Afghanistan in Abu Dhabi. There's just struggle. Even in the first game, when they batted first, lots of dot deliveries. The second or the third game, when they're chasing down a score, still had a lot of dot deliveries. But as you correctly said, Maza, it's the surface. It certainly is not a stroke-making service. It's one of those surfaces where you have to grind for your runs, work hard for your runs. Certainly in this series, if these pitchers behave the same, expect plenty of dot deliveries, that's for sure.
Quick single taken. Good running between the wicket. Yeah, Mahwai, just to add to your point, Bangladesh really struggled against the spinners post 2023 World Cup. In fact, the spinners have taken 118 wickets against Bangladesh compared to the seamers who have picked 83. Especially against the leg spinners, they struggle a lot. In fact, the leg spinners have counted 34% of those wickets. With Rashid Khan among the top wicket takers, 16, Wanindu Hasaranga picked up 15, Azmatullah Mazai 12 and Allah Ghazan for 10.
Looking at the boundary options for Ankon, the sweep is protected with the deep mid-wicket fielder. Oh, good running. Very good running by the skipper. Straight away responding to the striker's call. Ran the first one really quickly. Ankon straight away realized there was a single. And with the partner, Medyasen Miraj, off like a flash. Even though it was a quicker throw, would have seen Medyasen Miraj safely home.
Yeah, it was a good call from Medyasen Miraj. He was off and running. What a ball. Outstanding. Unplayable. That is the reason why Shai Hope has got a slip in place. End of over number 38. Bangladesh 128 for 4.
রান রেটটা নেওয়ার কোনো ব্যাটসম্যান নেই।
Well, at the moment, Bangladesh going at a rate of 3.37 would take them to 168, but I'm sure they must be eyeing someone at 210, maybe even more. But for that, they need to bat really well, as the surface is providing a lot of tricks for the bowlers.
Yeah, with 72 deliveries remaining, run a ball will get them to 200, which I feel is a decent score. Last ball in the previous over, it was a chopper. Drift, turn, bounce, genuinely beats the outside edge. Let your width. Two says uncon. And he comes back. Excellent running. The fielder at sweeper cover probably does not have a strong arm. Straight away uncon realized there was a two in the taking, and he makes it pretty easily in the end.
Yeah, the good thing about this partnership has been both the players are looking to play positive at the same time, not taking high risk shots. So yeah, keeping the wickets intact will be crucial. And it is one of the last recognized pair for Bangladesh in the middle. They have Nurul Hasan Chauhan as well. Nicely played with the fine leg fielder up inside the circle. Easy picking for Maidul Ankon. Not the best of bowling from Graves. That's the Nexus Pay boundary.
Yeah, for the first time in this spell, Graves gets it wrong. It's starting the reverse swing around, probably off stump, finishing leg stumpish. In the previous deliveries around the fourth off stump, finishing around middle stump. A line against good players like Medis and Miraj, Uncon, they make you pay, and especially that line becomes a dangerous line with fine leg in the circle. Nicely done by Uncon.
Find the block hole. Two is the call. Going for it. And makes it quite comfortably in the end. So runs are coming thick and fast in this over. Already 8 from the first 3 balls.
Yeah, 8 runs without any risk being taken. A couple, a boundary, and the last ball, a couple as well. Puffing and puffing. On debut, young man Maindul Akon. But he's been excellent, isn't he? Nerves early on. It's played like a proper pro, in my opinion, on a difficult pitch against a quality bowling lineup.
And just walks out at the last moment. Bowler still wondering the reason why. Yeah, just going back to Maidul Ankon, according to the chairman of the selection panel, Ghazi Ashraf Hussain Lipu, they picked Maidul Ankon, keeping the 2027
Actionfigur original verpackt. Gerade bei eBay verkauft.
Du verkaufst gerade Sachen?
Ja.
Von ihr aus?
Ja.
Einfach und gebührenfrei verkaufen. Das muss eBay sein.
eBay. Things people love.
roll of the fingers.
It's important for a player who comes into the system when he gets an opportunity to grab it with both hands. We spoke a lot of, especially the opening partnership of Bangladesh, on 6 pairs in this year, shows that no one has grabbed the opportunity. It's good to see a young man batting at number 5, replacing the captain who was batting at number 5 in the last 3 games in Dubai against Afghanistan, to make his own, the way he has batted 33 or 58. The captain and the coach quite confident about the young man's ability, and straight away Ankona showed he has it what it takes in international cricket. I just hope that the consistency will be there. That's been the problem. It's not only in Bangladesh, many teams who are struggling, consistency is a problem. So I just hope that Ankon's start will be something big in the future to come.
Yeah, it's important for him to value the position that he's batting at the moment. So far, batted really well, worked hard. Edged. Will it reach the fence? No, it won't, but they will get a couple. Not a bad over from Bangladesh's context. After 39, they are 139 for 4. Eleven more overs to go. Bangladesh 139 for 4. Maidulonkan on 33, Miraj on 7. The partnership is 24 of 26. The platform is set for Bangladesh to post a good total on the board, and if I say about good total, what should be a good total for Bangladesh from here on, Mahabhai?
Anything more than 200, psychologically they'll be happy. I think 225 we spoke about, the average score in the last 4 years in the 12 ODIs which has happened in Mirpur. So those are the numbers. And looking at how the pitch has behaved, you score 220. They're certainly in the game with the spinners of Bangladesh, who knows the conditions pretty well. At the moment, they still have a lot of work to do. Not yet done. Another 10.4 overs to go. Will those singers and not boundary will come?
Bit of shuffle from Maidulonkan. I just want to ask you, you were there for the pitch report. Do you feel the surface will get better under lights for the batters?
Can be. But I just feel that looking at some of the surface being moved away with the spinners bowling some explosion, it will not be that 100%, but certainly the best time to bat will be the ball. The ball's getting on. And with the Medias and Miraj in the side, as well as Tanvir Islam, possibly in the 10 overs, the spinners will come into play. Taskin Ahmed from the other end will probably get a go as well. I just have this feeling West Indies will certainly target the first 10 overs. If the ball is hard and new, only 2 fielders outside the circle, that can be a tactic that West Indies can use.
Good toss to win for West Indies. Nicely bowled. Brilliant bowling. End of his spell, Moti. 44 without loss after 10. Bangladesh 140 for 4. The 140 for 4. Last 10 overs of the innings for Bangladesh. And as Mahabhai said, anything above 200 should be a good total on the board for Bangladesh. Carey Peer, who bowled his 9th over, gave away just 15 runs from his 8 overs, also picked up a wicket.
James Seals has bowled 5 overs as the leading fast bowler. He probably have to bowl his 10 overs. He's bowled 5 overs, 29 for 1. And looking at how Shehop has operated his bowlers, now if James Seals bowls from the other end with Moti finish his spell, means that James Seals have to bowl 5 overs on the trot in these conditions, in the death overs. You don't want to get marked by a couple of batters who are settled. It's important to get through the overs with the spinners. Just feel maybe 5 overs for a fast bowler bowling the death probably a little but too much to ask. In case if a batsman gets over the top of the bowler, it'll be tough work for the big man.
Premeditated, trying to play that paddle. Bowler watched it and bowled way outside the off stump. Nicely bowled.
He has had a great day so far here. Straight away after the premeditated paddle sweep, short mid wicket moves to short fine leg. A massive gap in front of square in the leg side.
Yeah, bowled really well so far. Carey Perret completed his education from Success Levantine Secondary School, Port of Spain. Worked on his cricket initially at the Queen's Park Cricket Club. He's still thankful to that organization. Nicely bowled again, a bit quicker on that occasion.
There was a boundary written all over. It was short. Trying to hit it too hard rather than concentrating on getting the placement and the connection right. Much better, but still finds a pay fielder at cow point. Just a single from the 41st over, 141 for 4.
$141 for 4 after 41. The partnership is looking good, 26 of 38. But I'm sure these two batters like to score some quick runs in this back end of the innings. The current run rate is 3.44 as Jaden Nigel Tristan Seals comes on to the attack. Nicely played with soft hand.
Partnership is definitely building between these two players. 27 of 39. I think if Ankon can bat at about 48, 49th over, concentrating on the singles and the odd boundary, 220 can be a possibility. A skipper from the other end, Medias and Miraj, can hit a long ball on his good day. He'll probably have to target one or two bowlers just like that. Slow delivery. Bottom part of the bat just for a single. And we'll probably see plenty of these kind of variations even from Bangladesh. Fast bowlers using the cutters to good effect. Mustafis will enjoy very much bowling in this side of a pitch. Certainly this Jaden Seals, who usually bowl back up the length, hits a deck hard. It's a different surface. Got to be a little bit more fuller.
18 balls since the last boundary. Plays for Sussex in English County. Seals. Yeah, and slow delivery. Not the best of connection. Yeah, the Dutch Bangla Bank is the first European joint venture bank in Bangladesh and a pioneer in the banking sector of Bangladesh in terms of customer trust and confidence through transparent and pure banking. Edged. Will it reach the fence? It does. Boundary after a while. Nexus 4 came off the bat of skipper Mediasan Miraj.
Called a genuine edge, deliberately played, whatever it is. Most importantly, from Bangladesh perspective, a boundary after a while. Nothing wrong with the delivery, it's just a good delivery. Kept low, and I think Mediasan Miraj was trying to play towards third man, but I don't think He was trying to play that fine though. Unlucky there, Jaden Seals. Good length, good pace at 130. It's what happens as batters if you work really hard for your runs. Bit of luck, you definitely deserves it.
Roll of the fingers again. Nicely cut away by Mehdi Miraj. Back-to-back boundaries. Nexus Payfo came off the bat of skipper Mehdi Miraj. He's taking on Seals.
The pitch is on the slower side. One area you want to stay away, especially in the overs, is being short and wide. That was a poor delivery by Jaden Seals. Probably off-cut attempted. Sat up beautiful to Mehdi Miraj. Got good connection. He knows it. Grims in his face. The first boundary was a good delivery. The second, got to be said, was a poor one. And brings up the 150 for Bangladesh, and the quickest in just 72 deliveries.
Worked away on the onside. Dot ball to finish the over. Nevertheless, a good one for Bangladesh. 11 coming from it. After 42, they are 152 for 4.
Runs in the previous over and 150 on the board, and 152. I've got 8 more overs to bat, and I have 6 wickets in hand. This partnership 37 of 44, and last 50, the third 50 in the quickest time compared to the first and the second. Not too many big overs, certainly. Last one was a good one for Bangladesh. Too wide. And it turns away from the right-hander, so easy pickings. Bangladesh just getting into some sort of momentum here. Hello, Samuel Badri.
Yeah, a little bit too short, too wide from Kari Pierre. Yeah, divot on the outfield, it's been soft due to the rains yesterday. Thankfully he's okay. Alec Athanase will have to do a job with the bat at the top of the order in his return. And what a return it has been for Kari P as well. Very economical. He's been consistent in his test debut, as mentioned before, a couple of weeks ago against India on the back of an exceptional first-class season. Did well in the CPL recently. Now he's back in this format as well.
Yeah, he has been the pick of the bowler. He'll complete his full court of 10 overs. He has 3 more legitimate deliveries left in this over. He's only gone for 18 runs. Yes, he has picked up a wicket also. Couple of maidens. Yeah, he's been brilliant. This is good batting. Playing with softer hands and ensuring that he can pick up a single. Time they had opportunity, even against someone like Perry, because it was short, but they just could not pierce the gap. Partnership is a good one, 40 or 49. Oh, look at that turn. He was trying to play it on the onside, and he completes his full court of overs. Wonderful spell from Perry. 10 overs gone for 19, and he also has a wicket in the bag. 155 for 4. Yeah, it all started with Romario Shepherd. Remember, he bowled 5 overs, then went out 1 for 8. But what about Perry? He's completed his full course of 10 overs. He's wonderful spell here, wonderful figures. 1 for 19 out of 2 for maiden. Wicket to Graves also. Partnership 40 or 50. The runs have come a little bit quicker in this partnership. Miraj is added 16 of 24, but a very organized 40 of 69 from the man on debut, who just took the turn and tucked it away for another single.
Yeah, so what have you made of what you've seen from him? His knock, if you look at it statistically, 41 of 70 deliveries. Might not look too impressive, but given the conditions that he's encountered, given the situation of the game, he showed a lot of maturity and responsibility. You mentioned his list A record, has a wonderful list A record, and he's shown exactly why he's been selected here.
Yeah, he's also made his debut in Test cricket. He's got more than a decent record in List A cricket. He also went to Australia with the Bangladesh 18. So he's got a bit of an experience, an overseas experience against a different lot, playing against unknown factor. I think what has stood out for me is his temperament. To assess the situation, getting yourself organized, and ensuring you just keep going on. This is not a good surface that you want to go and start all your guns blazing right from the word go. So he understood the fact that no, this is a surface where you need to take time. Well, that might be trouble. It is straight into the hands. Vegas and Miraj has put that down to Graves. Another wicket goes.
Yeah, perhaps trying to hit that more backward than he did. Look to get inside the line of it, taking on the favourable matchup, the off spinner. Connected it well, but too close to the fielder in the deep. Justin Graves makes no mistake. An important strike. Miraj can be dangerous in the final few overs. He goes for 17, 158 for 5.
Just when the partnership was looking good, they lose the wicket of Vegas and Miraj, the skipper. In comes Nurul Hassan, the right-hander. He has to deal with, after this delivery, another 6 overs. So half of the side now back for Bangladesh. 158 on the board. But they still have the debutant batting at a non-striker, unbeaten on 42. And that's what he needs to do. Get Mahidul on strike. He'll be disappointed. Never in control, especially when you're trying to play big shots on this kind of a surface. 159 for 5. And that's the projected score. 5 runs in over will get them 189.